Howdy people! So we are currently at Cross Hands campsite just near Chipping Norton. On last week's episode we started off in Clee Hill. We went down to Byberry, which I was pronouncing Bibbery. So we went to Byberry, then we moved on from there and we went on to Burton on the Water, after which we ended up at Cross Hands campsite, which we are currently still sat at, waiting to depart to go to... where am I going? To go to Bridge House campsite, which is just there on the map. Just south of Lechlade, and it's just slightly to the east of RAF Fairford. So with any luck, we might see some fighter jets. Fingers crossed. Time to leave. We've just made it into Lechlade. We just drove through the village now and it's absolutely stunning. Passed over a little bridge and then the campsite was just on the left. We drove further down the road because we can't get in till 1 o'clock and it's about 12:30 now and we've not ate. So Sarah has just made this delightful little lunch. Ham and cheese, salad sandwich, crisp with hummus. I've got my brew over there and we are currently eating it whilst looking at that spectacular view. So we just set up camp for the night. I'll just show you that. So that gate there, we're parked up right over there in the corner. So we just come through this gate. That's the camp private gate thing, and we're just heading across this field now, which said it had livestock in it, but the only livestock I can see is people and a dog. You can see these barges all the way down there, and there's people playing football. Boat going up the river there. Now Karen, who owns the campsite, said you can swim around here, and I have seen reviews of people saying that the kids jump in off that bridge. However, she said it's probably not recommended because of the boats going past. It can be a bit dangerous, so she said there's a better place to swim further upstream. So she said go over this bridge, turn left and then head upstream. And yeah, it's a bit nicer for swimming, so we're going to go head up there now and check that out. Say hello.
Hello.
So we just walked about 1 kilometre upstream, and there's just nowhere to swim. Well, there is, but it's full of. Let me see if I can get you. I don't know if I can zoom in. Let me see if I can zoom in on this camera. I don't know whether you can see that, but it's like, it's all moss. It's loads of moss all the way down the river, and it's like a murky colour, and there's about, when you get close, there's like 1 million bugs on the surface of the water. So this bit actually that we're sat at now, so you got the stand-up paddle boards over there, and the canoes that you can hire out, but yeah, this bit is probably the best bit, but there's signs all over saying no swimming. If you go further down there, there must have been about 150, 200 kids all sat down the riverbank jumping in off a bridge, which looked really fun, but obviously we don't want to sit with 200 kids jumping in and screaming and shouting. So yeah, so we headed back up here. There's a few places on the way that had little embankments, if you like, little almost like beaches, but they were mud. Yeah, they were mud and they were all churned up, so you know, it's not the best place for swimming. So I think the water just doesn't look inviting. It's really murky. You've got all these canal boats going along, and you've got to think to yourself, you know, I know that they're not supposed to, but where are these canal boats emptying the toilets? And we've all seen Kevin and Perry. Well, you may not have, but if you don't know what happens, watch it and you'll find out. Yeah, so looks like the Cotswolds is across for swimming in this region anyway, in this part of it. And this was on, I did research this before I came here, it was on the top 8 places to swim, this place. But yeah, you know, it's crazy that it's on like official outdoor swimming sites, because all the way down it says no swimming, no launching, meaning no launching of paddle boards, even though people are. So yeah, I don't know whether that's like a thing of the council not wanting to be responsible for the safety, you know, so that's their way of saying, well, we're exempt from it, you know, if you want to do it, it's at your own risk. But we're just sat here now enjoying a store-bought beer, looking at the pub, and the pub gets to look at us while they're paying for their beer. Yeah, I was just saying then to Sarah that it's like Idiot Abroad, Carl Pilkington, where he's in the rubbish cave looking at the good cave. But if he was in the good cave, then he'd have to look at the rubbish cave, so where would you rather be? That's like us, we're in the rubbish cave. Oh, he's going as well. Jesus. The best part of the vlog, it is the amenities inspection. Let's go and check out what this campsite's got to offer. So you've got an electric gate here, drinking water, that's the electric gate here. So you actually need, you get given, when you come onto this campsite, you actually get given, sorry, I'm trying to do multiple tasks, you have to get given a fob. That's the house there that you book into. That's to get rid of your grey waste, grey water. You've got fresh water, I think, there. Wastewater, yeah. And you've got your outside pot wash. And you've got your toilet block. So let's get in. Oh, and your bin store over there. I'll show you these toilets in just. There we go. This.
No! God, please, no!
Mixer, no push button, and we've got there hook on the back. Who's they? Dun, 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 dun. God grief, that was too close for comfort. And just like that, we are clean. Although showers were pretty decent, to be fair, they were absolutely roasting, and quite powerful as well. The only thing I would say, it was a little bit small, but that's not a criticism at all. I'm 6'2", so most things are small when I get in them. So yeah, they're pretty decent. I can confirm that we pulled up here at around 1 o'clock this afternoon, and Karen, who I might say seems like a lovely lady, we went in and paid her. She was actually cleaning the toilets at the time when we pulled up, and yeah, I went in there straight after and they were absolutely gleaming. They were spotless. So yeah, I mean 10 out of 10 from me for those toilets. I mean, obviously the odd person's going to leave a lucky charm in the bottom of the toilet. I mean, it's getting on now, it's 7 PM, so it's like a plague of locusts have been through there. They've all come off the paddle boards and emptied their bowels, and the odd person's going to run off and leave a little gift for the next person. That's what happens on a working vacation site. But yeah, decent. I am clean, I can confirm. Heading back to the van now. I'm going to get sorted out, and I think we are going to head into the village for something to eat. And I have got a very important question coming up because it's been on my mind all day long. So keep watching, because I need your help. Change of plan, we're not eating. We've missed the time for food. So the place we were going to go stopped serving food at 8. We ran in there at 10 past. It's because I was busy giving you guys a tour around the toilets. Yeah, so we missed it. We got in there at 10 past 8. They said they couldn't serve food, but we just found this nice place. This is the hotel. It's called the Hotel Inn, I think. And we sat in. This is like, it's up there, the hotel, but this is like their grounds. And the river's just down there. So yeah, so we're gonna probably have a walk around the village later and maybe get a takeaway. But that question, that important question that I had to ask you all, I want you to leave it in the comments down below. So I was thinking about getting we ended up saying we'll get a pizza, but if not a pizza, I was going to go for a steak and ale pie. Now I want you to comment below phyllo if you prefer phyllo pastry, or put short if you prefer short crust, because I want to know what the winner is, because I don't think it's a true steak and ale pie unless it's short crust pastry. I think phyllo's, it's a fraud, it's not a pie.
It's a pasty.
What's your favourite pastry?
Short.
Short, there you go.
If it's in phyllo, it's a pasty, I think.
Yeah, phyllo's pasta. But leave it in the comments, let me know. Short or phyllo? Go, now.
Nasty pandy.
So, you may remember this pub from earlier on in the vlog when we were sat just on that bench after we'd been for a walk further down there, but now we're sat on the other side of the bank because we thought that the grass might have been greener, which
It's dirtier.
it's definitely dirtier. Yeah, but it is greener. What Morehouse lager this is? So this is a pint of Morehouse lager, which I've never had before. Now, in that last pub I just had Carlin, and this tastes really sweet now. But it's nice though. I just asked for the weakest pint. It's usually the safe one. What do you think, Sarah?
Yeah, it's fruity, but Gives you a funny aftertaste. It's nice though.
So there you go, gives you a funny aftertaste. I think it's nice.
Just don't think about the aftertaste.
So I'm not much of a bird watcher, but these are the weirdest birds I've ever seen. You've got that one over there, which is literally like Jesus bird that stood walking on water. How is it doing that?
It's not.
It's literally walking on water.
I thought it was on somebody else's back. Or was that his shadow?
It's his reflection.
Oh.
Wrong once, wrong twice. So Jesus bird.
And this one keeps flashing.
And this one keeps flashing. This is dirty bird. Lunchtime. So obviously we didn't get to eat yesterday in the pub. We ended up coming home and Sarah made some Big Mac tacos, they're called, which I didn't film because I had too many beers and I completely forgot that I was a content creator. I forgot my responsibilities. Yeah, so we ended up staying. We were supposed to go back today, but we have ended up staying an extra day. So we're gonna use everything up in the fridge. So I've got some chicken thighs, throw some tomatoes in there, I've got pickles, I've got lemon. I'm just gonna throw stuff in a pan and see what happens. So it's what we're on now, coming up to 3 o'clock now. So we had a late breakfast. We had a bit of a lie-in today. Probably got about 9:30, I think. So we had breakfast about 11ish, 12. So we're just gonna use all this food up now. It's 3 o'clock coming up to, and then we're probably gonna go out for something to eat and make sure today that we don't miss it, because it stops serving food at 8. So we're gonna get there for 7 today, definitely. So we've headed out and we are officially crossing the bridge. For the last time in this vlog, we're going to grab a pizza from the riverside because we failed last night. I believe we're going to share a pizza. Yeah, so we'll have a look at the menu and see what's on there, because I mean, to be honest, I like margarita with a few little fresh chilies sprinkled on. But if they've got a good one on there, see what the special is, because they do look good, the pizzas in it. But those, we saw them yesterday, and those thin crust. I like stone baked ones. Sarah was telling me yesterday that there was pink flamingos, and I kept saying to her, because there's swans as well there that you can hire out, I kept saying to her, which swan, which swan? Didn't. Yeah, but she was adamant there was pink flamingos. I didn't see them, but I can confirm they have got pink flamingos. So if you want to hire a pink flamingo, come here. Can't remember what that bridge called. I think it's called Tenby Bridge or something like that. Okay, weird looks from that woman in that car looking at me because I'm doing this. Look at that smiling face, because she was right. Everything's a competition. There's swans. Oh, sorry, flamingos.
Come in again, we're getting one.
Now, this is what I mean about this river. Now, it wasn't me being funner. I mean, I do obviously prefer to swim in clear water, but look. I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but it's like swamp water. I hope all those people that were going in there yesterday went home and had a bath, because oh yeah, had a tetanus. Oh, cheers, thank you.
Is it gone?
Yeah, I think it's gone.
Millions of them.
Tilly, come back here. We're having a wasp issue. There's a lot around it. It must be because of the water and the food, and I think they just like set her off because she's scared of him. So the place that we're at now, this Lechlade, it's nestled between Fairford RAF base and also Bryce Norton, which is, I think most people, if you're into aviation, you'll know what Bryce Norton is. And it's also been in the news recently for reasons that I will not discuss on this channel because it's not for that. But yeah, I've been in my element watching all the RAF planes going over. So there was a Chinook that went over with the back doors open. Sounds incredibly wrong. So there was a Chinook that went over with, yeah, the back opened up. And also there's been a couple of Chinooks actually, and there's also been I'm not sure what they are, but they look like the AC-130s, but they've got jet engines instead of the props, so maybe it's a different variant of the AC-130. But yeah, I've seen quite a few of them, and also a few that looked like civilian planes, but they were sort of in the RAF colours. Like, I don't know, it could have been like a standard Airbus. So we've seen quite a few of them coming down and doing figure of eights and whatnot. So it's been pretty decent watching them. Sat in the field. We've not really done anything today. We got up earlier this morning. Sarah did some emails. I did some video uploading. In fact, the video that I've uploaded today is the second part of the 300-mile solo Welsh trip. So if you've not watched that, I will put a link somewhere for you to go and check that out, because it's worth watching. It's amazing, it's spectacular. Yeah. Well, apparently they don't do pizza because it's not on the menu.
I seen somebody with it yesterday.
Yeah, we definitely seen someone with it yesterday. So, although they do have here cheddar, mac, and cheese, garlic bread, and salad, and you can add pulled pork to it. So maybe it could have possibly have been that. I'm going to go in a second and ask if they do pizza, because whatever it was that was on that table yesterday looked really good. Update on the pizza problem. They've got a specific menu for pizzas. So we're back in the game. Let me know in the comments which one would you have.
Got pepperoni pizza?
Thank you.
No, thank you.
Pepperoni pizza.
Them chips look nice, actually.
Chips, crispy chips, listen to them. Beer battered onion rings.
Good bed.
Cheese.
Love it.
Cheese toast.
Oh God, that was so much fun.
Try and get around here.
I'm so glad we didn't get the big pizza. What did we do?
This is the town of Lechlade. Now I've just, that Crown Inn has got Halfpenny Brewery on it. Now that's what that bridge is called down there. That's where we were just sat under, eating the food at the Riverside pub. And yeah, that was the bridge that I mentioned earlier when I said I couldn't remember the name of it. It's Halfpenny Bridge. That's where people go to jumping off into the river. It's here, just on the right, this courtyard. That is where we were. Oh no, it's not. It's the next courtyard. It's not that courtyard. Oh, red telephone box. So yeah, that place that we were at yesterday, having the drink in the courtyard, was down.
No, you're alright.
Down there.
Go on then.
Red telephone box. Who doesn't love those red telephone boxes? That's like a. Oh my God, there's two. Jesus. Spectacular. Look at them. Oh, we've still got the telephones in. Go on, go in, sir. Look at that.
Oh, they do, they work.
Hi, how may I help you?
BT though, we don't like BT.
No, we don't like BT. So we're just coming up now to St. Lawrence Church, which is actually really nice. This is a church that you can see from our campsite, and it's all lit up. That spire up there is all lit up at night.
It's a pretty church, isn't it?
It is pretty. Oh, look at that there. It's like he's ready to do a yard of ale. We always, for some reason, end up finding ourselves in cemeteries when we take the dog for a walk for some weird reason. They're not the liveliest of places.
That's not right.
Yeah. To the memory of Margaret Cox, late of Farringdon Berks, who departed this life on the 26th of December 1855 on the 68th year of her age. There we go, so 1855. Let's see if we can find an older one. Oh, this is like one of those ghost, what do you call it, those ghost things on what people do on TikTok. Yeah, like the ghost hunters, paranormal.
How nice that is. Parks like that, that's like symmetrical. That's actually someone's home.
Yeah. Might be the coffin digger. Or the undertaker, yeah. Right, so there you go. There's Lechlade Cemetery. We came out of that cemetery and we looked up the road, but there was nothing really worth flogging about. It was just all houses and quaint little cottages that were lovely, but nothing much worth writing home about. So we went into Budgen's. It's a grocery shop on the corner. To get some beverages to take back, and we just called into the new inn. This is that courtyard that we were sat at yesterday, so we just thought we'd call in there for a pint. As you can see, the sun is setting in Lechlade, unfortunately. So how would you summarise the Cotswolds? In fact, to keep it even more specific, how would you summarise the Cotswolds for van lifers? So if we start at the beginning, Clee Hill, which was the wild camp, what did you think about that?
I thought it was alright actually, but that park up wasn't too bad, was it? There wasn't too many places that you could park up though, so... Yeah, it was a bit scarce for wild camping, off-grid camping. And it did have mixed reviews on Park for Night. There was a few boy races there.
Yeah, there was a few boy races there.
But we weren't bothered about that.
Yeah, not bothered about that. I mean, to be honest, they were polite. One of them waved, and then I think it was the same guy that went past later on. The dog barked at him as he went past.
Yeah, I think for me, having to...
And he apologised, didn't he, for startling the dog. From there, the next day, we got up and we headed south. We went to Byberry, which I'm going to be honest, I didn't like.
The initial village, the square, was pretty, but it's tiny. Once you've seen it and you're there 5 minutes, it's done. There's not much to do there, is there? And I wouldn't recommend it for big vehicles.
Like ours.
Like ours, yeah.
That's where I got called a Jerry by a cyclist for doing 2 miles an hour, but yeah, they were literally... In fact, you know what, I don't even have to explain it, you'll have seen it on the footage. If you've not, go back and check out I think it was part 1 of this, and you'll see how close it was. So yeah, anyway, that sums up Byberry.
And Water on the Borough was next, was it? Water on the Borough.
Burton on the Water.
Burton on the Water. What did I say?
Water on the Borough. Same difference.
Same thing. We didn't even stop there, it was too busy.
Yeah, we didn't stop, it was mega busy. It reminded me of when we went to Venice and everyone was sat outside. You get the tourist spots and you'll get like a pub and you'll get everybody sat on the front and they've all got their feet in the water and they've got their own little stalls set up, and you know, it looks like lots of fun, but it was just too busy for us. So
and again, not the best for big vehicles.
Yeah, not good for big vehicles. Moving on from there,
where we did the festival,
Chipping Norton.
Chipping Norton, I liked it there.
Yeah, Chipping Norton was nice.
I mean, I can't really speak much about the actual village because it was full of the festival, so we didn't really get to see how it would normally look.
Yeah, because it was out of the ordinary.
Yeah.
But that's where we got to meet
Caleb.
Sorry. Edit, cut, take 2. That's where we got to meet Caleb. Yeah, it was a good day out. It filled the day up and obviously gave us something to vlog about, and we had a few beers and listened to some music, so that was good. And we stayed on Cross Hands campsite. What did you think of that campsite?
Yeah, it was basic, but it was friendly enough, and the field was nice and quiet.
Yeah.
It had the facilities you wanted, which weren't the best, but it had what you needed, didn't it? So.
And Sarah made a friend as well.
Made a friend.
A lady that slept near the toilets.
Controlled the toilets.
And
toilet
warden.
The window was right next to a van as well. So.
Yeah, she literally seen everyone going. He's mad for motorbikes here. Sorry. The thing is, because it's so open, you can hear them for about half an hour disappearing into the distance. Yeah. I'm so happy that car alarm's just decided to go off. So after Chipping Norton, then we ended up in
here,
Bridge House campsite in Lechlade,
which is really nice.
Lechlade,
which
is really nice. Yeah, you can tell Karen's on the ball. You get like you get a rule book when you when you drive on. You get a fob. Yeah, no music after a certain. I think it's 11 p.m. on the height of the season there's no football games and stuff, which you can understand, you know, if there's loads of people there with 60-70 grand camper vans on there, you don't want a football going through your window, so you can sort of get that. There's a field next door anyway that you can do all that sort of
and
stuff
that's
on.
good because you've got access to the village and to the river and everything.
Through the gate and onto the village. So yeah, as I was saying, Sarah keeps a little diary, and everywhere we've visited, and she'll put like little reminders in there. But yeah, so what we've started doing was we've put if it's a good place, we'll put a smiley face. If it's all right, we'll put a medium, what do you call that, an in-between face, and then if it's a bad place, then we'll put a sad face. So what would you say for this trip?
Overall,
yeah,
I think I think that I expected more from the Cotswolds than what. I mean, I'm not saying it's not nice. It is lovely, but I wouldn't be rushing back.
Yeah, same. So, what face? Let the people know what face. Straight face.
Straight face.
Straight face.
Straight face.
It's a sad face for me.
Is it?
Yeah. Unless I had a reason, like a friend was having a wedding or there was a reason to come back here, I wouldn't come back here. Not so much about the area specifically. Now, if you've not already guessed, we're from Manchester, hence the accents. But for us, we've got Shropshire near us, and the Cotswolds for me hasn't been any better than Shropshire, and Shropshire's a lot nearer. The
drive through there was stunning.
The drive was absolutely breathtaking. The same as, even more so, one of the drives that I did from Ludlow to Knighton was the best drive. It was literally like, I don't know if you've watched Yellowstone, but if you've not watched it, it's really good. But it was like being in Yellowstone. It was I didn't even believe places like that existed.
We didn't even realise Shropshire was going to be like that, did we?
No, it blew my mind. This Shropshire's got this, it offers exactly the same. And I found it a lot easier to get campsites than I did in the Cotswolds.
Yeah.
It was a bit of a faff. I wouldn't come back here. But not to say that I'm not glad I've been. You know, I don't think I'll ever go anywhere and think, oh, I wish I wouldn't have gone there, because everything's an experience. So.
Yeah, we've been to Wales, Shropshire and Cotswolds now, and Cotswolds third on the list for me.
Yeah, definitely. In fact, I've got a surprise vlog between then and now. Yeah, so we're actually doing something completely different next week. So make sure you tune in for that. Hit that notification bell. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. And we're going to sit here, have this beer, and say farewell to the Cotswolds. Oh, and the church bell just rang just in time.
Oh. Light up soon. Cheers.
And on that note, cheers.